let me quickly ask you a question. When was the last time you had the courage to do something? And no, not the time you had the courage to get up from your bed to go downstairs to get your favorite snacks. I mean something legit out of your comfort zone. Be it talking to a girl, learning a scary trick, etc. Courage is applied everywhere in our lives, even the small things, like jumping over streams or standing up for something you truly believe in. We humans are now adapted to stay in our comfort zones, which makes sense because that is where we feel the most safe. This includes lying down on your bed, playing video games, or watching YouTube. You have the fear of failing, whether because you're afraid of failing, which is both a normal and stupid feeling to have, afraid what people will think of you after failing, and ultimately, how your life will end up, but more on the negative side. You see, in these examples, the main theme is failure. You always think in the negative. What if she rejects me? What if it doesn't work? And this keeps you from trying new things and staying in the comfort zone, where everything is certain and safe. Let me tell you about my past, where I had no courage whatsoever. When the restaurant gets my order wrong, I'm afraid to tell them because I feel like it would be an inconvenience to them. It will only waste their time. So I'll just eat the food I didn't like, instead of having the courage to tell them otherwise. And dude, the amount of times I had crushes on girls in the past, and I didn't say anything or do anything about it. It was mostly because of classmates, and I was scared of gossip. Like, what if she tells her friends about what I did? What will they think of me? And I thought the best approach was to make them like me instead of expressing my intent with them. I know it sounds like a minor event, but these things happen to me a lot. And I'm sure it's happening to you now. Let's face it. The ones watching these videos now are introverts like me. But dude, I don't know if it's just me or that if I do something courageous of some sort, I become really happy. In the past, I had a crush on this girl, and the first time, I wanted to express my feelings to her. But I was so scared because of what will happen. It was constantly in my mind. But after the rejection, I was not actually sad, contrary to your belief. But I was actually happy with myself. It was the first rejection ever, and I wanted to experience it. I specifically remember when we got to the place, I kept on delaying the confession during the hangout until I forced myself to, right before we got on our bikes to leave. And dude, the moments leading up to the confession, I remember my vision getting a bit blurry. My ears were ringing, but after I did it, I was relieved. To be honest, I didn't even remember what she said because I was too happy. I was so happy that I actually got the courage to do it. After we separated to go home, I was cheering and holding my fists up while cycling because I was so proud of myself, legit, because it was scary for me to do something like this, but I was happy. Even thinking about it, I'm very proud of myself. This was not the only time I experienced something like this. Even after exams that I was nervous about, I was happy to get through it. So I'm gonna tell you this, and you need to keep it in your head, okay? You need courage for all aspects of your life, whether it is approaching girls, opening a new business, trying scary things. Heck, it can even be fixing your order, jumping over puddles, or asking the stewardess for something. But do not do something like robbery or harassing women. And I don't even need to explain why. You need to lean beyond your comfort zone. We have to make courage a habit. Every day, do something that's a bit beyond your comfort zone or your edge. Be it approaching a random person, trying a new and scary thing, saying no to someone, anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. Doing this practice every day will make the scary things normal and the very scary things just a bit scary. With this, you're essentially just building up your courage skill, making the intolerable things tolerable for you. And remember my video on gaining confidence. If you make courage a habit, it will also be much easier for you to gain confidence. So take this advice and do something every day that pushes you a little bit beyond your comfort zone. But hey, these are just my thoughts. This is just MushaMind.